Today I am inviting you to explore your heart chakra, the energy of it, the connection with it, its vibration, not just by trying to understand it, to get some new ideas, to get some new information, but by having real experience here and now while you're watching this video. What we will do here, I will not call it a meditation. I will just guide you through certain process that will help you to connect with the energy and with the state of the heart chakra. Why it's a bit different from lower chakras, because if you following me and if you are checking my previous videos on all the lower chakras, where I was giving you a lot of examples about blocks, what was happening to me, what changes I was going through. Here I don't want to go a lot in this analyzing and information, because it can kind of pull you away of what our heart energy really is. So the point here while you listen to me is to observe what you're feeling and try to get an experience and noticing what's going on with you, while I still will give you some information about the heart chakra. So already now you can start putting your attention here in your chest. So the region of the heart chakra is not just your physical heart, it's all the chest area inside it. And while you're putting your attention there, you can change it a bit, like, or shrinking it at something small, even like a dot, or expanding it a bit bigger, even like outside of your body. But the main thing here is not forcing anything. So notice what are you doing now. Can you observe it gently and softly, what's going on here? That is already one of the shifts by being, I would say, closer to this energy. The other thing here is not only, so the one thing, you don't try to force anything, you put attention on what is happening here and now. I will probably start even slowing down with how I speak, because with this slowing down, with having more pauses between your thoughts, between what you hear, it's also already a helpful thing. So we're going to experience the energy. You may have some physical sensation, you may not. You may have some emotions coming, or you may not. Everything is okay. So the approach here is to be curious, to observe what's going on. Because our heart chakra is a lot about being here with what is happening here and now, observing it without putting judgments on it, and accepting what it is. And this is the big shift. If, for example, in solar plexus there is a lot of will and action, and there's a lot of this power, when we arrive to the heart, we start to relaxing and letting go of a lot of these things that we get used to. The energy is also about letting go of control. So when we're doing this practice, we are more focused. Again, I will repeat the same stuff. We're more focused on what is happening here and now, and you can bring back attention inside your chest. And you can also notice how you're breathing. If some memories and some emotions come up, or if some resistance come up, you don't do anything with it. You don't try to push it away, you don't try to change it, and you don't force anything. Just what's coming here, everything is welcome, everything is okay. The heart chakra very often associated with things like acceptance, forgiveness, love, trust, gratitude. But all these feelings they're all here and now, and there is a lot of space here. I would say maybe even some emptiness while you're observing what's happening here. And through heart chakra, through connecting with it, when it's opened, when it's balanced, it gives us the ability to process emotional pain. One of the blocks of the heart chakra is unprocessed grief. If we had some loss, maybe it was years ago, maybe it was even in our childhood, some big loss that was difficult for us to accept, and we maybe didn't go through grief process. When we allow ourselves to grieve the loss, to have all the emotions about it, to have all the sadness, all the tears, all these feelings, all the pain. It's a lot about this pain. Then when we resist feeling the pain, the emotional pain, we can hide it inside us and trying to not connect with it. And that's how can we lose contact with this energy, sometimes contact like with ourselves, because there is a lot of life in the heart chakra. And if you feel numb in your life, that you can't enjoy things, you may be not interested in things, and it's difficult for you just to be with what is here and now in the process, to appreciate these moments. And also when it's difficult for you to accept some maybe uncomfortable emotional states that you're going through, by avoiding them, by judging them. So all these things can stay between you and between like fully feeling the energy, fully allowing it to be. It comes in presence a lot, and sometimes it comes when you allow yourself to feel suppressed pain, when you allow yourself to grieve. And sometimes people are saying that opening your heart is a painful process. What is really happening, it's not new pain. When we working in some way with our heart chakra, when it's opening more, we have to feel the emotions, the feelings, the pain that triggered us to shut down and to close it. If in this specific moment you start feeling something uncomfortable, especially if it's some physical sensation, you just expand your attention a bit around it, outside. Don't force, and if there is some tensions or block, don't try to force inside them, don't try to do anything with them. Expand and accept, and you can stay in this state of everything is welcome here and now. It's just how it is. And now we just breathe with this present, and if you stay with your open eyes, if you didn't close them because it's not really necessary, you can even look a bit around, and you can be also in contact with your body, with the sensations in the body, because we are not trying to escape. Sometimes people can use spiritual practice or meditation to escape from their feelings, to escape from something that they don't like, and usually it could be a trauma response, dissociating from what is. The real practice happens when you're fully present with what is. You're not kind of flying away, dissociating or escaping. You're here you can be present with yourself and what's going on. So you can observe your breathing, observe sensation in the body, not trying to solve anything, not trying to figure out anything. And if you see that your state changed a bit, if you feel that your thoughts slow down a bit, if you feel that you're not in a rush to achieve something here and now, if you had any physical or like energy sensations inside your chest, some movements, some warmth, some expansion, or maybe an emptiness, or maybe you felt some blocks or something, means you're connecting here with what is. Don't expect to straight away feel some like love for everything, some like joy and happiness. It's not always like this. Depends where you now, and if you're escaping some difficult emotions, and if this is what present for you now, that's what will come. But once you creating this, let's call it skill of being with it, with connecting with it, with observing it, it will become easier for the states to just come and go, to flow. You will not get stuck in the same feeling, in the same situation, and you will connect with this energy more and more, and it will become easier. So it's been about 10 minutes. We did this small practice, small connection with your heart chakra. If you felt something, if you get any insight from this practice, you can leave me a comment. I will be very interested to know your experience. If this just short practice gave you something, if you were able to change your state. And the practice that I showed you here is a connection with the heart chakra. I also have a book, The Return from Fragmentation to Wholeness, where I explain everything about fragmentation and all the levels, and how you can come back to yourself, to your power, and to start living from a different state with much more awareness and with much more choice. And there I also give a 100-day practical program where we work not only with the mind, with emotions, but also with an energy, with all 7 chakra, the system. And at the end of the book, I'm also giving some tips for conscious manifestation, like manifestation from wholeness, not from wound. So if it's something that you're interested in, you can find my book on Amazon. It's already available. And yeah, if you have any comments, you can write them. And thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.